So wonderful. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Forex morning call. It's Tuesday, July 19, and I'm really happy to have you here back so we can talk about our trading, our open trades, kind of market overview, and of course, maybe the one or the other trading idea. You know, I'm a trend follower. It's a combination between the DowHow setup, trading out of the correction, and a proper trade management. Best case is to follow the trend. Trend following is one of the most profitable trading ideas, not the profitable. There are a lot of other ones, other trading ideas or setups, but trend following is statistically proven one of the most important and one of the most successful exit strategies. Okay, so I hope you're doing good, and I want to say good morning, Christoph, Johan, Mihai, good morning here on Traders Yacht, and of course here on YouTube also. Really good morning, Frank. Nice to have you here in the show. So please feel free to ask your question, your wishes, what we should analyze. We have time to talk about your own trading ideas. Okay, before we come to this, I want to start this morning with the quote of the day. It's from George Capel, famous trend follower from USA. And he mentioned, while it may be a zero-sum game, a lot of people don't care. It's not that they are stupid. They're just using these markets for a completely different purpose. The deep sense of this quote of the day means you will never know which part or which participant is on the other side of the order book. And you know, if you understand the logic of trading, then it's pure trading. And pure trading means, okay, it's buying and selling. And there is the order book. And in the order book, you will find two values, price and volume, no more, no less. There is no name in the order book. There is no column where you can type in the reason why you want to go long or short. It's just price and volume, and those two values you send from your broker to the order book. So therefore, you can never know who is the other one on the other side of the order book. If you want to buy, you need a seller. If you want to sell something, you need a buyer. So, and it's indeed that a lot of people don't care that trading is a zero-sum game. And this is not because that they are wrong. They don't care, because they follow their rules, they follow their models. A lot of traders are employees of banks, hedge funds, something like this, and they just have the price and the volume in focus. Not that it's a zero-sum game, because they know on the long run they make money. So, but the deep understanding of this part of zero-sum game means that you know that people on the other side in the order book are there about completely different purpose. So maybe they are in a hedge fund, maybe they're in a bank, maybe they work with fundamental data, something like this. They don't care about this zero-sum game, but you, as a pure trader, you should care a zero-sum game. Why? It's just the understanding, not the fact. It's just a fact. The understanding of the zero-sum game means this is a mathematic game. And if you want to be a winner on a long run in this zero-sum game, you need this mathematic edge. And mathematic edge means you need rules. And that's the deep sense. So keep in mind that everything what you do in your trading, whatever you do, you don't have to be a trend follower. You don't have to trade with the DowHow setup. You can work with lines, you can work with indicators, with oscillators, with trend channels, with breakout strategies, with support resist, whatever you do, or head shoulder formation, whatever you do in trading, think about it's a zero-sum game, and whatever you do, you need this mathematic edge. So how will you know if there is a mathematic edge? Yeah, two ways to figure it out. Backtest or live test. Backtest is much more easier because you have to test in the back. Live test means you have to spend a lot of lifetime to figure out at the end, maybe it doesn't work. So maybe you should make a back test. But the back test leads to a special consequence. So for example, if you make a back test and you will say, okay, the result is positive, I have a probability 60–70%, that means that you can never fail on the right side of the chart, because you don't live and you don't trade in the past. To make money, you have to trade in the present to the future. And by the way, you don't know how the future looks like. So you have to trade on the right side without knowing what comes next. So that's the point. If you miss a signal, which is based on your back test, you will destroy your success. You fight against the law of mathematics. So you can do this, of course, but it's a private thing in trading. It's a luxury product, trading. But whatever you do, you will fail on the long run. This is the fact, by the reason that 80% fail in trading. They will never know. They will never think about this really, really deep logic point. Okay, before we come to trading, the general risk warning and the risk disclosure. Trading with stocks and financial assets can expose your capital to substantial risks, possibly even beyond the capital you have invested. Trading is not suitable for everyone. Investment successes as well as profits from the past do not guarantee success in the future. Okay, let's come to the trades. And yeah, first of all, let's check our data. What do we expect today in the numbers? So here is the economic calendar. So let's see, it's Tuesday. So today is the meeting minutes already over. And at 8 o'clock is also over. That's pound. I guess this is pound, right? United Kingdom, exactly. That's the unemployment rate. Previous one 3.8, consensus 3.8, and the actual is 3.8. So nothing changed here. And the climate count change from 34.7K down to 20K. So who cares about this? So that's done. Okay, let's come to the DAX. So where we are in DAX. Oh, and here you can see DAX, the point of control changed. You see, therefore, I leave the rectangle here in the chart that you can see how the point of control changed. And you see, it changed a bit lower here to 12,793 by this here on Admirals. So therefore, we just remain in the red zone. Price is relatively fair valued for the moment, actually not too cheap, not too expensive. But more than that, it's about the trend. So, and as you can see, yesterday I made a profitable trade because I opened the trade at the point 2 here in the second trend arm. So then we had the third one, and then I could see, okay, we come to the correction. I opened, I get the money, set a pending order at the point 2 again, and now just wait. So the small uptrend here is still valid, by the way, and of course it's a second trend arm. That means we have to open or to set a pending order in case that we see the continuation of the long trend also. So I have a stop sell for down and a stop buy for long for buying. Why is it? Trends. It's not that I want to be in main thing, whatever, it's going up or down. No, I just follow my rules. I have a long trend, there is no break, and I have a short trend. The short is in the third trend arm, the long is in the second trend arm. So I cannot miss any one of them. Okay. Come to the top instruments, and we start with DAX in 4-hourly chart. And by the way, it's yeah, let's see. There's basically, you see, just still the downtrend in a 6th trend arm, yeah, and therefore, yeah, we don't have a long trend yet. There's no long trend. And therefore, just stay on the sideline in 4-hourly chart. So, Thomas, good morning. Mladen, good morning. Jens, also nice to have you here. Okay, so next one, Dow Jones. As you can see, I took my money. Yeah, I made profit because I could see we failed again close to the last point 2 here. So I took the money. Let me point it out for you. So there's the point 3. So, and you know, we were close to, sorry, point 2. And it's the third trend on, by the way. And I could see, okay, there was a balance candle. So I jumped here in speculation that we see a trend continuation. But then I could see, okay, we failed again at the close to the point 2. It's better to stop and take the money. Same time, I had a catastrophic entry order in case that we want to continue immediately. So I don't lose money. I made money. And now I'm just still in the third trend arm. So I have a pending order here in case that we see a big move to the upper side. And if we see a new balance candle, I can trail my entry closer to get a cheaper price. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we had we catched a really cheap price, actually 1,742 points in profit. Actually, we failed again at the last point 2. So therefore, I decided to trail my stop closer to take the money in case, because if the price is going lower, I can make a re-entry. Gold. Gold is not longer moving. I stopped the trade here in case that we see a recovery of the gold price. Actually, I have a stop sell order in the fourth trend arm in case that we see a big breakout to the lower side. So actually, I made 3 times in a row. I made a big money, and two less money, but no loss. And euro dollar. Yesterday, I got out here. And of course, now we see now a new uptrend. And therefore, I have to set a pending order in case that we see a small correction and a new trend continuation. So I'm prepared in case that we see a trend continuation in the second trend arm. So that's the focus charts. Any questions from your side? So if not, then let's come to the running trades. Actually, Aussie Canadian dollar. That was the first shot. We have this new uptrend here. So that was the first shot. And I could see, okay, that was my soft stop here. Price was not working. And I trailed the hard stop here. And it was a loser. It was a loser. Yeah, but technically correct. Therefore, smile. So then first shot for long here. I could see still not working. 0 gain, no loss. Yeah, no loss. Therefore, smile. Okay. So now second shot, second attempt. Now we are profit. Now we are working close to the last point 2 here. And let's see. Yeah, stop loss is in profit. Yeah, stop loss is in profit. And that means I cannot lose money. How cool is this? And now let's see if we see a trend continuation. I think I think I can draw, right? I feel cool. Okay, love it. So, okay, go to the next one, Aussie Swiss. So that here was my long entry, and that was the short entry. So long entry here, in case that this long trend will continue, actually stop loss was a last 0.3. Now I could see, okay, we coming up close to my 0.2. There was a balance candle again. I trailed a stop into the profit, yeah, to not lose money. And that means I cannot lose money. So, and now we're going up and up and up, and let's see how far the next move will come. On the right side of the chart, yeah, there was the second trend arm in this corrective short. I opened the trade here, got stopped out here, yeah, and that was exactly technically correct. So if I would make a back test, the computer would make the same trade. Okay, therefore, it's not a bad smiley, it's a lovely smiley because we were technically correct. It's a part of the trades. Okay, Canadian dollar JPY. We are in the third trend arm, and you see kind of, look, it's always the same. Yeah, here in the third trend arm, open there. I can see it's not working. I trailed the stop. So lovely, no losing money. So then we had this downtrend here also, which means I opened the trade here, but that was the last 0.3. I got out here. Also technically correct because was the second trend arm. But I know and I realized I'm still in the long trend also. So therefore, I tried it here again. Sorry. I tried it here again. I could see it's not working. I trailed a stop into the profit. Next, positive trade. And now, again, speculating in the third trend arm for a trend continuation. Yeah, stop loss now is in profit because I see we reached a 0.3. 0.2, we cannot lose money. Everything is fine. Swiss JPY. Yeah, here we do have two trades, the short and the long. So the short was a loser here. It was a little bit, how should I say, too late. Maybe it was technically correct to open the trade here in speculating that the downtrend will continue, and I have my stop loss here. So next time, maybe it's better at the last 0.3 to close the trade here. It was not wrong because always stop loss at the last 0.3, of course, but could be better, yeah, next time. So now I have a long position here because now I'm in the second trend arm. Stop loss is actually less 0.3, but I have an alarm here. In case the price will go lower, then I will cut the price, this trade. And here you can see I opened again a short. Why? Of course, we are still in the third trend arm. Sorry, in the second trend arm of the short, and this can continue also. And here is the stop loss here relatively close. Yeah, let's see which trend will continue. Euro Canadian dollar. We are in a seventh short trend arm, but in a second trend arm of this long. So I opened a trade here at the 0.2 because the correction was not deeper 38. Now we are circling around and I have an alarm here. If we go closer, then I will cut the loss here. And finally, Kiwi JPY. Yeah, there is a short because it's the third trend arm of this short trend, and I have to, as long as the trend is not broken, we must speculate and we must expect that the trend will continue. We have probabilities on our side, 65%, that we see a trend continuation in the third trend arm. It does not matter if there is a corrective trend or not. It's still the third trend arm in the short. But of course, I realize there is a long trend also. So first I open the short, stop loss above the last 0.3 because now there is no soft stop because we corrected up to the last 0.3. And I have a pending order at the 0.2 in case that the long will continue. So therefore, I don't care which one will continue because I know one of those must. That's just my running trades. And let's see what's this on the watch list. Euro USD. Euro USD, it's as I mentioned, short is done, long waiting for the long position. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, just waiting for long and short. Why is it? Think about it. We have this short in the second trend arm, which means this is the big second trend arm. And you know, it's also possible that we can continue. I don't know why, when, I don't know when. So, and now in the long, we are in the fourth trend arm because there was no break. So therefore, I have a pending order in case that we will continue here. Then there is my pending order. And for a short, my pending order is here. So let's see which one will continue. US dollar, Canadian dollar, we are close to break, but we are in the fourth trend arm. And in case that we won't continue there, I have a stop buy in case that we see rising prices. Aussie JPY, short entry order there, long entry order there. Euro pound, the short is a bit too old, and the short is broken, by the way. Short is broken, long is valid. Actually, there is no correction deeper than 38, not by close. Actually, not by close. So therefore, I have a pending order at the last point too. Euro JPY, possible continuation in the fourth trend arm for short and long also. Pound dollar, actually, yes, there we see a correction. Second trend arm, entry order for the moment at the point 2, because correction, oh yeah, correction was deeper than 38. Okay, that's cool. So just wait. Actually, just at the point 2. And when this white candle is done, then we can trail the entry closer. Same New Zealand US dollar at the point 2 entry. Coffee is for the moment not really interesting. Crude oil also not interesting, except that we have a new uptrend here right now. Euro New Zealand dollar is, yeah, we just have to set a pending order here. In case that the downtrend will continue, we are in the third trend arm. Pound Aussie, entry here in case that we see a trend continuation of the second trend arm. And JPY, I took the money here because we saw a trend continuation. Yeah, and let's see. Actually, the third one is not close, not deeper than 38. And that means we have an entry order at the point 2. And let's see if we see a trend continuation there. So there come a question, US dollar JPY. Let's see. US dollar JPY. In 4-hourly chart. So, let's see. It's a long, still a long, but to be honest, really, in the fourth trend arm. In the fourth trend arm, in case, yeah, of course, in the fourth trend arm, you can make an entry, maybe entry on the way up. Still positive, still possible. Kind of tricky. Rate decision, Japanese on Thursday morning. Don't forget it. Maybe the market will waiting for this. So be careful with this. I can say this. Peter, that's cool. If trading will not longer working for you, an artist, of course, painter. I could become a painter. I guess I was starving about this. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Thank you very much. It was a cool session. Thanks for listening again. I hope you will have a great, great day. And I hope we'll see each other tomorrow again for our Forex morning call. If you have people around you or traders around you, or maybe you are in other groups and you will, people that are just looking for a stable strategy, invite the people to this Forex morning call every morning. I would really appreciate it a lot and grateful for this. And now I wish you a lovely sunny day. And of course, have courage and be kind all the time. And may the force of the logic be with you. See ya tomorrow.